just have this gut thing. It's like I'd like to run away from my life. You know, just escape.
This is what I'm invested in, and so for him to question it is like, it feels a little bit like a deal breaker of our marriage. It would absolutely devastate me if he decided to leave me.
And it's just devastating. And there's this urge that I'm seriously fighting. It's like deep in me. It's ugly, it's sinister, and that's the wolf you want to starve. But that urge to do it, to just be mean as hell, just has gotten in me, and it's a fight. I don't know, I worked so hard to do what was right.
You know, leaving everything behind, I just know it's from pain. It's not because he's a selfish or a bad person, he's just in pain.
I think the biggest thing for me is that people understand that we chose this, we're not broken.
If you're a fan of the show, you know that Kody Brown is the polygamist husband of 4 wives: Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn. Well, not anymore. Because in the latest season of the show, Kody has gone through 3 divorces and is now left with only 1 wife, Robyn. But guess what? He's not happy with her either. In fact, he hates his life so much that he wants to leave Robyn and find someone new. And he's not afraid to cry about it on camera. Yes, you heard us right. Kody Brown is having a meltdown, and we have all the details for you. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to Topish. We have some exciting stories that are full of lip-smacking delicacies, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. With that being said, let's begin. As you may recall, in order to begin a new life together, Kody and his family moved from Las Vegas to Flagstaff, Arizona in 2018. However, due to their struggles with the law, their financial situation, and internal disputes, things didn't turn out as they had hoped. No one of Kody's wives shared his vision for building a single large residence for all of his wives and children on the land he purchased, known as Coyote Pass. Instead, they decided to have their own space in solitude and to live in separate houses. Between Kody and his wives, especially Christine, who felt underappreciated and unhappy in her marriage, this led to a lot of tension and animosity. In 1994, Kody married Christine, who was his 3rd wife overall. Aspen, Mykelti, Peyton, Gwendolyn, Isabel, and Truly were her 6 children with him. Christine always made it clear that she wanted to be Kody's sole wife and to be in a committed relationship with him. She also battled insecurities and feelings of jealousy towards Kody's other wives, particularly Robyn, his 4th wife who joined the family in 2010. Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna were Robyn's 3 children from her first marriage. Solomon and Ariella were her 2 biological children with Kody. In 16 years, Robyn was the first wife to join the family, and she soon won Kody over. In order to formally wed Robyn and parent her children, he even divorced his first wife Meri in 2014. Meri, who'd been married to Kody since 1990 and shared a daughter named Maria with him, was terribly saddened by this. In addition, Meri experienced a catfishing incident in 2015 when she fell in love with a man online who turned out to be a woman, posing as another person. Her relationship with Kody was further harmed as a result, and they split up. In 1993, Kody married Janelle, who was his 2nd wife. Logan, Maddie, Hunter Garrison, Gabriel, and Savannah were her 6 children with him. Compared to the other wives, Janelle was more self-reliant and focused on her profession. Additionally, her friendship and relationship with Kody were more platonic than passionate. She didn't mind sharing Kody with other women because she supported his polygamy way of life. As you can see, Kody's family dynamic was quite complex and varied. But when the COVID-19 epidemic struck in 2020, things only got worse. To stop the infection from spreading among his family, Kody implemented rigorous security regulations. He made the decision to confine himself to seeing 1 wife at a time, spending several days with them before moving on to the next. Additionally, he had little interaction with his children who lived away from home and had started their own families. Some of his wives who felt abandoned and isolated by him did not agree with this arrangement. Christine felt as though he was spending more time with Robyn than she or the other wives. She also felt that he was unconcerned with her needs or those of her children. She was particularly irate when he refused to support her daughter Isabel's surgery for the spine-curling ailment scoliosis. Janelle also felt annoyed by Kody's rules since she wanted him to spend more time with her and her children. She also wanted him to be more adaptable and considerate of each wife's unique circumstances and preferences. She felt she was being too strict and controlling. In contrast, Meri felt alone and despondent in her marriage. Kody was cold and distant with her, despite her attempts to get in touch with him and resolve their difficulties. He even admitted to her that he no longer loved her and that being married to her was a mistake. She was charged with being selfish and manipulative, and he blamed her for the breakdown of their relationship. As she got to see Kody more frequently and had more steady and consistent relationships with him, Robyn was the only wife who appeared to be happy with Kody's rules. The younger children who need more care and attention from their father belonged to her as well. She did, however, encounter some difficulties because she felt bad about receiving more of Kody's affection and time than the other wives. For him and his family, she also felt under pressure to be the ideal wife and mother. Additionally, she was concerned about Kody's intentions regarding their polygamous lifestyle and whether he would want to take new wives or leave her. As a result, Kody and his family were experiencing a great deal of stress and misery. They hardly ever interacted or even saw one another. Birthdays and holidays were observed individually, they disagreed and argued about everything, they lost the feeling of harmony and cohesion, and they weren't content with their lives and were unhappy. Then they began to leave, one by one. Christine, who announced her divorce from Kody in November 2021, was the first to depart. She said that she'd been unhappy for a long time and wanted to return to Utah, where she had more family and friends. She added that she wanted to find a mate who would love her as a monogamous partner and be free from polygamy. With her youngest daughter Truly, she packed up her things and departed Flagstaff. Janelle, who officially announced her breakup with Kody in August 2023, was the second to go. She declared that she no longer regarded herself as married to him and that she wanted to live her life on her own. She added that although she still loved him as a friend and a part of their children, she no longer desired to be a part of his polygamous family. She sold her Flagstaff rental home and purchased a new home in North Carolina, where her daughter Maddie and her husband Caleb and their 2 kids resided. Meri, who announced her departure from the family in January 2023, was the third person to leave. She claimed that she also had been hoping Kody would change his mind and fall in love with her once more, but she'd come to the realization that that was never going to happen. She added that she didn't want to be a part of a family that didn't want her, and that she wanted to concentrate on herself and her happiness. In order to run Lizzie's Heritage Inn, she sold her home in Flagstaff and moved to Parowan, Utah. Robyn, Kody's legal wife and soulmate, was the only person left in his life. The question is, though, was she making him happy? Was she happy with him as well? Well, not really. Kody is currently very unhappy with his life, say family-friendly sources. As a husband, a father, a leader, and a polygamist, he feels like he's failed. He feels as though he's lost all for which he's ever strived and aspired. He feels as though his life is meaningless and without direction. Additionally, he feels imprisoned in his marriage to Robyn, who's incredibly needy and reliant to him for attention and affection. He also feels helpless to please her or do anything good for her. He feels as though he's completely dependent on her. He also misses his other wives and children, whom he still loves and cares about. He wishes there was some way to bring them back into his life. He wishes he could mend their strained relationship. He regrets their abandoning him, but also feels resentful and angry towards them. He feels that they abandoned and betrayed him. He feels disrespected and unappreciated by them. He feels that they failed to support and understand him. Additionally, he feels alone and isolated from the outside world. His only social life is with his family. He has no friends. Outside of his family, he has no interests or pastimes. Outside of his family, he has no objectives or aims. His life is miserable. He wants to leave Robyn as well, and he wants a fresh face. He also cries a lot. Yes, you heard that correctly. The recent days have seen a lot of tears from Kody Brown, and he has no idea why. Or perhaps he does. Maybe he's aware that he's made a lot of blunders over his life. Maybe he's aware that he's wronged a lot of people during his life. Maybe he's aware that he has a lot of time wasted in his life. Maybe he's conscious that in his life, he has lost a lot of opportunities. Maybe he's aware that his life does not make him happy. Perhaps he wants to make changes in his life, but he doesn't know how. That's all for today's video on Kody Brown's shocking confession. What do you think about his situation? Do you think he'll divorce Robyn and find a new wife? Do you think he still loves his other wives? Let us know in the comments below. Topish keeps you up to date on all the latest Hollywood celebrity news, drama, and gossip. Subscribe to our channel and check back for new videos and updates, and we'll see ya in the next one.